Hi everyone, welcome to the Sunfire Fire channel. Remember, once you step into the fire, you just might get burnt. So today I'm going to talk about something that happened to me today when I was coming from work. Um, I was at the station. I was getting on the train, um, and I just I got hit on. Believe it or not, I actually do get hit on quite a lot of the time. Well, no, not really, but at least once a year since I was 19 years old. Um, I mean, in the beginning, if I was when I was 19, I would be like, "What? Some people are hitting on me. I mean, look at this. Look at all this. It's just weird." But now that I'm older, I'm just like, someone might look at me today. Someone might look at me today. And I know when I wear shorts during the summer, I get stares from men. I know I do. I know I do. Because I see them at the corner of my eye. I do. Um, and what I just wanted to come in here to say is to say, this guy hit on me. He originally wanted to show me where the buses were. And if you know the Boston train station, you know that it is kind of confusing because at that specific train station I was located at, um, did I say located at? Where I was located, um, hate prepositions at the end of a sentence, and I do that all the time, and I know I catch myself doing it. Um, there's a bus station. There are two entranceways and two exits, like two staircases. One leads to the other side of the across the street, and one leads to this side that you're on at that point. And so there's a bus that's right at that at when you walk out, and there's a bus across the street. So I showed him these are the two places where the bus was, and I forget which bus he said was on, which specific one he said he was going on, but I didn't. I said it's one of these places. And so the only reason he said, "Oh, you should be a tour guide," and I'm just like, "Well, I've known Massachusetts. I've been in Massachusetts for so long, and but I still don't know the place." So that's how we started talking more and more. And at first, it was a good like conversation. Like I could tell it was gonna go somewhere, and I don't know why I didn't think about it. Because usually I have these intuitions that he's gonna ask me it eventually. Because usually I keep to myself and I don't let people talk to me that much. And but I usually know when a guy is gonna ask me out because I've developed my superpower to know more. When I've developed my intuition superpower to know that he's gonna ask me out eventually. And lo and behold, I don't know why I didn't use my superpower, and he did. And it went on for 30 minutes. And I don't know why I didn't. My sense, my my sense side, my sensical side was just like, just walk away. You've told him a bunch of times that you don't want to deal with him. Just walk away. But my naive side, it was just like, don't walk away, because then you'll be rude. Like, I know you don't want this, but don't walk away, because that'll be rude. So, and I listen to my naive side. He was you. No, I'm not gonna even say he was entertaining. He was annoying, and he was trying to make it sound like he wasn't an F boy. And I have dealt with my fair share of F boys, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what F boys are. Um, and hopefully, if you guys watching, hopefully you understand that if you were an F-boy, hopefully you understand that you were an F-boy and you are not now one. You were not one now. And what he said to me was basically all the stuff that made me know that I don't want to ever date him. And he two things that told me that he was an F-boy. One, he asked me, number one thing that F-boys do, they ask you what your name is. And you would think, you would say, hi, my name is this. And then the other person would say, hi, my name is this, when you're meeting someone. But minutes went by, never told me what his name was. I was just like, I had to pry out of him. What's your name? Can you please tell me what your name is? He told me his name. Second, clue number 2. He asked me, can I have your number? I said no. He was like, can I have your do you want my number? I'm like, no. He was like, why? Because I'm never going to call you. He's like, well, just if you ever want. I'm like, no, I don't want to get your hopes up. And I was point blank straight with him. I don't want to get your hopes up because I'm not going to call you. And so, number 2, he's, well, then can we just be friends? You just want to be friends. Oh, okay. I see. But the reason why he tried to convince me, he was just like, I'm a good guy. He tried to convince me that he wasn't that boy because he was, and it was actually a convincing argument, but it was a convincing argument, but, well, it wasn't convincing argument. He just tried really hard, so it made it seem like he wasn't F-boy, but he had some of the qualities. He said, I'm a good person. He said, I'm a little older, so I know I've been around, so I know stuff. It's like he also asked, like, is it because I'm so old? He was like, no, it's because I just don't like you. I mean, my mom would be a little lenient towards it. I mean, she would be like, he's a little older, you should watch out. And he could probably take advantage of you. And I think that's what F-boys see in me. They think, because I have a young face. And I think I look, and my mom says, like, you look a little naive since you look so young. And so then that's how F-boys find me, I think. That's how they find me. And and then I told him that, well, my dad's Nigerian, so I don't think he would like it at all. And he even if I did want this with him, it would be hard to budge. And then he was just like, oh, so we could be secret lovers if you want to. I'm like, what? Excuse me? He's like, we could be secret lovers. We could go elope if you wanted to. I'm like, nigga, what the? I didn't mean to say that, but I did. So I'm just gonna leave it in because I'm not getting rid of this video. But so he kept saying, and like he asked me, did you ever have a boyfriend before? And I told him no. And I'm actually more comfortable saying that I've never had a boyfriend before than I was a long time ago, because but I'm still a little bit comfortable because a lot of people still, he wasn't that surprised, but a lot of people who I tell are surprised, especially the girls, because then the other questions come out. So you've never had sex before? So you're a virgin? And it's just like, why do you need to know that? But I digress. So he kept telling me, well, you can, and I told him I was doing child psychology, and he said, well, I can take care of the children while you do child psychology. I'm just like, and then he kept saying, oh, we're soulmates. And I'm just like, and you know how, like, how, if you ever had an F-boy hit on you, you know how they always try and talk smooth like this and like, hey girl, what you doing? And it's just like, I can't hear you at the same time. I don't know what you're saying. And because you're talking like this, hey girl, like, I'll be all laid back and everything, and then like with the deep voice, and or not even the deep voice, just a like talking like this, and then, hey girl, hey, what you doing? What you doing? And it's just like, I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? And also, he had alcohol. He had alcohol in his breath. And I know what alcohol breath smells like. Even though I don't drink alcohol, I know what alcohol breath smells like. And no, it wasn't man breath. I know what man breath smells like, and I know what alcohol breath smells like, and it was alcohol breath. And like, I think like the second thing he asked me was like, do you smoke? And I'm just like, I don't really like guys who smoke cigarettes or anything. Not even vaping. Even, well, nowadays vaping is even more dangerous than cigarettes, but it's like, I just don't want that smoke around. And if you even have that thing about getting married, it's just like, I don't want that around. If we have children, I don't want that around my baby. So you're gonna have to get rid of it or get rid of me. And I didn't even want you in the first place. So again, and I'm gonna be I'm working in a daycare center, so I can't be smelling like you. I'm especially I'm working in the baby section, so I definitely cannot be smelling like you. So, and then he kept saying, well, men need a man, a woman needs a man, a woman needs a man, a woman needs a man. And then he's saying, oh, we can be soulmates. And I was just like, I can't deal with this guy. And that's it. And I told him I was Nigerian, and he was just like complimenting me. Oh, it's like, oh, you're so beautiful. It's like, Nigerian queen is like, and that's the thing. He, a lot of these pro-black people, these pro-black men, and I've had a few pro-black men hit on me. It's like, they don't have to say they're pro-black, but just the way they talk and like tries to empower the saying that you're trying to empower the black woman, but it's not. It's just making you look stupid. I mean, like, you can say those things. I've seen pro-black men who use those things, and they're sincere, and then there are these guys, these F-boys who hit on me, who are not sincere. They just want what they want. And they say, oh, this Nubian king, I'm so humbled to be in your presence, this my African queen. And it's just like, I'm not your African. First of all, I'm not your African queen. I'm not anything to you, because we just met, and I had to pry your name out of you because you never wanted to tell me your name for some reason. It's like, how am I gonna date you when I don't even know your name? And second of all, it's like but they just want to look down on you. I've had guys who just look down on me. It's like, and they just keep talking to me in ways like, and they also want to tell me about their past relationships too, saying, well, I'm a king, and so I should be treated like a king. And it's like, so it's like, okay, yeah, if we're doing so, if we're gonna do black on black love, and that's one of the things that a lot of pro black men want, is a lot of black on black love. Okay, I'm cool. If you want to do black on black, that's fine. But but the thing is, a lot of times when they say I want to be treated like a king, it's like, no, you get treated like a king, not because you say you want to you get treated like a king because I want you to be my king, because I'm a queen, and I want you to be my king, and I'm gonna treat you like my king. I'm not gonna treat you a king because you want to be treated like a king. Okay, so and that's what they want, and then they always and then they always tell me, like this one person told me that, like, again, another pro black person, he was just like, well, I left my baby mamas because they cheated on me because I cheated on them, so they wanted to get back at me that cheating, and like that's how why I'm single. And it's just like, so you're basically giving yourself a pass to cheat. But I mean, again, but I don't think it's right for you to cheat on someone just because they did it. But you're giving yourself a pass to say it's okay for me to do whatever I want, but it's not okay for you to do whatever you want. It's, so it's okay for me to disrespect you, but it's not okay for you to disrespect. That's what I don't like. It's like, so you're pretending to be, you're playing that pro black card so you can get some action, which just, and the guy who hit on me at the station, he said, well, I smooth talk women like this all the time. It's just like, again, you're using your pro black card to tell me that you want to date me. And it's just like, and I can't deal with that. It's just like, yes, I'm pro black too, and but I don't care, but I'm not gonna use my blackness just to get a man. Okay. And again, you can be, I don't I don't think you have to be pro black and not support interracial dating. If you want an interracial date, you can. It doesn't matter who you love. Just love them for the right reasons. And again, so anyway, he also, like, he kept pushing that, like, I need, like, a woman needs a man. And it's just like, I'm just saying, it's like, this is why I consider being a single mother sometimes, because I just feel like I'm not gonna I just feel like I don't want to deal with all the idiosyncrasies of these men, because who these men, they're boys in my opinion, because they, age does not come, wiseness does not come with age. It doesn't, because I know a lot of people who are older and they still can't get their life together. It's like they have got all these baby mamas, they got all these baby daddies, they don't have a good education, or they love to swear, and the ones who hit on me, they're just they just think they can do whatever they want to me. And it's like, it's the way you hit on me shows that you hate yourself. He was also saying that, well, you don't love yourself enough if you don't let him in. It's like, he and it's just, and he found out I was an introvert too by asking me to. So he's just like, so you don't love yourself enough to go out of your way to get to have someone with. It's just like, how do you know how I should love myself? You're saying that it's okay to be an introvert, and it's okay, and obviously he said he was an extrovert, obviously, and I didn't need him to say that to know that he was an extrovert. But obviously he's saying is there's no problem being introvert or extrovert, but at the same time you're telling me that I don't love myself enough, so I need to get out of my bubble a little bit. But I'm okay. I told him I'm okay being single right now. And what I didn't tell him is, like, what I want from him. And I didn't need to tell him what I wanted from him, because I know I wasn't gonna get it from him. What I want in a man, as an INFJ, we don't want to waste our time with just anyone. And just because I turn you down doesn't mean I like women, because I've heard a lot, just I've turned people down before, and I've heard a lot of people ask if I like women. And it's just like, just because I'm invincible to your looks, to your sweet talk, does not mean that I'm a lesbian. And and I don't forget what I'm saying. Um the thing is, it's just that what INFJs don't want to give their time to just anyone. They want to give their time to someone who's actually worth their time. They want to, it's hard for other people to hear who want to be with us, but if if you just don't seem compatible to us, you're just not compatible. That's our intuition, our superpower. Intuition is telling us, just by observing you, you're not that person. You're not that person for us. And if we're with you, we're gonna waste time. And we are completely loyal, and we will give you unconditional love. But we know, and we, for some reason, our superpower is telling us, you're probably just not gonna give us it back. And that's what F boys do. They go on a whim. They say, let life lead us where life leads us. It's like, no. Yeah, life has unexpected courses, but you also need to work at making your life better. You just can't just because I'm here doesn't mean I'm someone that can just play with you. It's like, no, I'm not playing with you. I have better things to do. And INFJs want to be happy. That's what we want to do. And we know, and I know I'm not going to be happy with you. And what I want is, he said, like, well, how do you know we're good for each other? Because we might have the same things, but you don't want to go out with me. It's just, we might have the same things in common, but you don't want to go out with me. It's like, what I want is for a man to come up to me. It can be a stranger as well. Stranger, someone I know. We have a good conversation, or if he's a friend, we've always had good conversations. That's why he's my friend. And we have good conversation. We have good conversations. Then after the conversation, he doesn't always have to agree with me on the topic that we're discussing, but we both get something out of that conversation. Because again, introverts hate small talk, and we love talking. Like, especially INFJs, we love to get to. Introverts just love to know deeper stuff about you. And if you want to ask me out, if you want my number, if you want to go on a date with me, you can ask me that after. Because I'll probably know what to expect from our conversation that we had. And I would be really into that. So I would love to talk more with you. And obviously I did not get that from him. And from the guy at the station. And I do eventually want to get married. I eventually want to have children. But this guy didn't look like he was ready for all of that. I mean, I don't know how much older he was. He looked like probably in his 40s or 50s. He didn't look like he was ready for that. Or at least the way I want to raise my children, the way I want to live my life. He didn't look like he was ready to live the way that I pictured. I mean, I know I have to, everybody has a different view on life. And I know my partner is not always going to have the same outlook that I have. But I know I want to grow with them. Just like they want to grow with me. But he didn't look like he wanted to grow with me. He looked like even if when he said that, oh, I'll take care of the children while you do your child psychology work. First of all, I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Because either he'll start doing that, and then after a while he'll start complaining. Or second, it's just not going to happen. and I'm gonna be stuck home with the kids. Or like, and third, he's I don't know, then he'll just be living off of me. And so even though he said he wanted to be doing culinary school, I don't know if he was actually sure about that. Maybe he was. Um and like, I'm good with giving people second chances and everything, but it's just like, when call me once like call me once you get your life together, cuz like, maybe you can have a second chance, but I just don't want to be around for all your bullshit, and you don't look like you're gonna change soon. So I just don't want to deal with that. And I'm 26. I mean, I would like to have been here right now when I was 22, but it happened 4 years later. Can't complain about that. It happened when it happened. And I'm not even 30 yet. He even said to me that your time is ticking, like, or you're getting older. You're almost 30. Basically meaning that I'm not going to have a window of opportunity to have children ever. I mean, soon. I'm not going to have a window of opportunity to have children forever. And thank you for reminding me that. I mean, I knew about that when I was probably middle school, but thank you for giving me that advice. Or probably even before middle school, I probably knew that. But thank you for giving me that advice, because I didn't know that before. I've had my period for about 16 years, 15 years now, and I didn't know I wasn't going to have any more children at some point in my life. So thank you for giving me that example. Thank you for giving me that insight, because I didn't know my own body. Again, a man telling a woman about her own body. Thank you. Thank you. Because I didn't know that. It's just, it's like, this is why I can't stand guys. This is why I am seriously consider becoming a single mother, because I cannot deal with these men. If you really like me, you would try your hardest to impress me, but you're not. You're selling me your personality. But I'm not buying, because you're terrible at your jobs. Your one job in life is to sell your personality to someone who you want to give it to who you want to give it to, but that person's not buying, because you're not showing that you're not showing that you care about me, and you're also not showing that you care about yourself too, because you're making yourself look stupid. You keep calling me baby when I'm not your baby. I've just met you, and you're saying, and you're and it's not making you look good. It's not making you look like it's not making you look empathetic or sympathetic. It's making you look like a dunce. It is, and I just can't deal with that. I mean, yeah, I would love a relationship one of these days, but if men keep acting this way towards me, I'm already happy being single, so why not a little bit longer? That's all I have to say. Peace. Bye.